Happy Monday, everybody. My name is Brandon Rose, and welcome to episode 269 of the Xbox in 10 podcast, your weekly source of Xbox gaming news covered in around 10 minutes. Every Monday, this podcast covers new game releases, the previous week's gaming news, and we all learn an Xbox-related fun fact together. The show is on YouTube and podcast services around the world, so please subscribe in your favorite and leave a review. Xboxin10.com, no numbers, is your quick source for links to all of our podcast destinations and social media profiles, which you can follow at Xboxin10. To start, let's talk game releases. The big games out last week were Darkest Dungeon 2 and Kunitsugami Path of the Goddess. The games coming out this week include Buried Alive Breathless Rescue, Conscript, Exophobia, Empty Shell, F1 Manager 2024, Retro Revengers, Werewolf the Apocalypse Purgatory, The Star Named Eos, Hidden Cats in Rome, Super Wooden GP2, 7 Days to Die, Abathur, Exhausted Man, Daydream Forgotten Sorrow, Hairdresser Simulator, Harvest Days, Lakeview Cabin Collection, House of Golf 2, Mist of Noia, Shield King, Tactical Bandits, Agent Walker, Secret Journey, Circus of Tim Tim, Exodus Creepy Time, Fort Defense, Paper Flight Relic Hunter, Nerd Survivors, Pedra Crystal Caves, and Street Racer. There are some new games you can play as of the last week on Game Pass, and they include the following: Magical Delicacy on Cloud Console and PC, Flock Cloud Console and PC, Flintlock The Siege of Dawn Cloud PC and Series X and S, Dungeons of Hinterberg Cloud PC and Series X and S, and Kunitsugami Path of the Goddess Cloud Console and PC. Now on to last week's biggest news stories, and we have 4 to cover this week. Number 1. EA releases College Football 25 Team Builder along with full details on how to get custom teams in your games. Kat Bailey at IGN writes, with College Football 25 set for wide release on Friday, EA has released its promised Team Builder feature that will allow players to create their own custom teams. EA detailed the new feature in a lengthy post, including how it incorporates alternates, stadiums, and more. The Team Builder tools are accessible via browser, with custom teams available to be downloaded in-game. If you're not feeling particularly creative, you can download custom creations made by your friends or other creators. Custom teams are compatible with College Football 25's Dynasty mode, meaning you can create your own school and build them into a collegiate superpower like Michigan or Georgia. Up to 16 custom teams can be imported per Dynasty, or they will replace an existing team of the commissioner's choice. Team Builder was a heavily requested feature by fans who remembered it fondly from previous iterations of the NCAA franchise. EA responded by going as far as to hire one of its original architects, senior engineer Chris Marcook, who returned to help lead development on College Football 25's version of Team Builder. Elsewhere, College Football 25 is off to a very strong start, ranking at number 3 for US daily active users on Xbox, and number 4 on PS5. EA servers were slammed by as many as 700,000 fans, with more to come once it leaves early access. I had to tip off with this for anyone who still has not purchased College Football 25 that is interested. This was obviously one of the most heavily requested features, and this game is off to a tremendous start. Easily will be one of, and if it weren't for Call of Duty Black Ops 6, probably the best-selling game we'll see this year. Number 2, Overwatch 2's new hero is a Space Ranger, Juno, and she's available to play today. Matt Wales at Eurogamer writes, following a bit of a tease at last year's BlizzCon, Blizzard has given Overwatch 2's 41st hero the full reveal treatment. And that's not all. Juno, as the shooter's new Martian Space Ranger is known, is available to play today for a limited time. When Blizzard first teased Juno last year, she was known only by the codename Space Ranger. It was, however, confirmed she'd be Overwatch's first Martian character, as well as a highly mobile support hero. 8 months later, now we have a much clearer idea who Juno is, as well as what she can do, thanks to a brand new gameplay trailer showcasing her abilities. Sporting a kind of retro-futuristic look, complete with jet-infused roller boots, and a slinky ray gun, Juno leans heavily on speedy traversal. Her passive Martian Overboots ability can be triggered while airborne, enabling her to hover for a limited time. And it can be paired with her glide boost, allowing her to glide horizontally with increased movement speed. As for that ray gun, it's officially known as the Meta Blaster, and its primary mode of fire is capable of healing allies and damaging enemies. Juno's secondary fire, meanwhile, takes the form of a pulsar torpedo, homing missiles that can lock onto enemies and allies alike, harming or healing them respectively over time. Then there's the gateway-like Hyper Ring, granting teammates a temporary speed boost as they pass on through, and her ultimate is the Orbital Ray. This massive beam from outer space travels forward, healing allies and increasing their damage as it goes. Juno officially joins Overwatch 2 in Season 12, which begins on August 20th. Gotta give respect to the gameplay of Overwatch, and I got into Overwatch 2 pretty deep for a period of time when it first came out, but now I just have no draw to go back to this game. It will still never not puzzle me the fact that we have Overwatch 2. it made sense when it was being sold as, we're going to have a campaign and then the Overwatch multiplayer you love. And then they pulled out the campaign, stopped supporting Overwatch 1 for a very long time to work on Overwatch 2, and then basically just pushed out the same game. What was that, Activision? Number 3, Splitgate 2 is coming to PC and consoles in 2025. Chris Holt at Engadget writes, "It was a shame to see 1047 Games putting Splitgate on ice back in 2022. The studio did a great job of freshening up the competitive arena shooter genre by adding Portals, think Quake meets Portal, but it moved on to a new project. We now know that's going to be Splitgate 2, a free-to-play sequel that's coming to PC, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, and Series X and S next year. 1047 Games is going bigger in all kinds of ways this time around, including a much larger development team. A group of 20 first-time game developers created Splitgate, which started as a school project. The team is now more than 150 strong and features devs with experience on the likes of Call of Duty, Overwatch, Halo, Valorant, and League of Legends. The sequel is being built from the ground up in Unreal Engine 5. It will have 3 factions you can pick from based on your preferred playstyle and tactics. The arrows are agile, Sabresks are all about power, and Meridians can manipulate time. There will be many areas, weapons, and modes to check out, though the bulk of the action will be in 4 vs 4 combat. A debut trailer gives us some idea what to expect, and more details will be revealed in August. Fans can check out a free comic series and unlock in-game collectibles through the Splitgate 2 companion app for iOS and Android. 1047 Games has a tough act to follow since Splitgate was very well received and it proved popular. It had more than 22 million downloads. A strong foundation to build on though, and the Splitgate 2 trailer, despite being a cinematic rather than gameplay focused one, looks very promising. Yeah, this is one of those games when you see it, you're just like, this is such a cool idea, how did nobody think of this before? I played it for a little bit and just not really having any friends interested. Didn't really do too much for me, but I totally understand the appeal and I love different takes on the FPS genre, so happy to see this game coming out next year and being free to play will certainly attract more and more people. And number 4, Halo TV series axed by Paramount after just 2 seasons. Tom West of True Achievements writes, "Whether you enjoyed the Halo TV show or not, you'll unfortunately not be able to dive into a 3rd season of Master Chief's exploits, as the Halo TV show has been cancelled. It might not be the last time we see a live-action iteration of the popular franchise, as Xbox is reportedly looking for another outlet to take the reins. Quote, Paramount Plus can confirm that Halo will not move forward with a 3rd season on the service, end quote. Paramount said in a statement sent to Variety, quote, we are extremely proud of the ambitious series and would like to thank our partners at Xbox, 343 Industries, and Amblin Television, along with showrunner and executive producer David Weiner, his fellow executive producers, the entire cast led by Pablo Schreiber as Master Chief, and the amazing crew for all their outstanding work. We wish everyone the best going forward, end quote. The Halo TV show has been on a rocky road since airing in 2022, having been met with a mixed reception from new audiences and fans of the video games. Many complaints from its first season arose from fans questioning why Master Chief's face and bottom were revealed to the world, or why the big green killing machine was having sex in front of Cortana. While assurances were made that the 2nd season, which aired between February and March this year, will be better, it appears it might not have performed as well as Paramount had hoped. In stark comparison to Halo, the fall TV show from Amazon has become a hit with fans. The 2nd season is currently in the works, and its 1st season has been nominated for 16 Emmy Awards at the 76th Emmy Awards this year. Exactly, when you stack up the Halo show to the likes of Fallout and The Last of Us, it doesn't even remotely come close. I watched Season Fun and at times kind of had fun with it, but I don't understand what some of these shows that are not good are doing or thinking. Specifically for the 1st season, the fact that we didn't get that Halo theme constantly throughout the show still blows my mind to this day. That we only barely lightly got it, I believe, in like the finale, then obviously Master Cheeks and taking off the helmet. I'm just like, what were you thinking? And not too well, because this is why the show is canceled. Seeing rumors across the internet that Christopher Nolan is interested in a Halo franchise and trilogy of movies. I mean, I love Christopher Nolan, but I'm not going to speak too much to those rumors. However, that would be incredible. As always, we end our show with a fun fact about Xbox, and with talking about EA Sports College Football and the big release last week, let's just do a little Wikipedia rabbit hole for the series. EA Sports College Football, formerly known as Bill Walsh College Football, College Football USA, and NCAA Football, is an American football video game series developed by EA Sports, in which players control and compete against current Division I FBS college teams. It served as a college football counterpart to the Madden NFL series. The series began in 1993 with the release of Bill Walsh College Football. EA eventually acquired the licensing rights to the NCAA name and officially rechristened the series with the release of NCAA Football 98. In July 2013, the NCAA announced that it would not renew its licensing contract with Electronic Arts because of an ongoing legal dispute regarding the use of player likeness in the games. However, this contract only covered the use of the NCAA name and related logos, not those of individual schools and conferences, which are negotiated individually or through the collegiate licensing company. The CLC concurrently announced that it would extend its existing licensing deal with EA through 2017, ensuring that EA Sports could continue the series without the NCAA branding, and EA made plans to continue the series under the old college football name. However, the series was placed on a hiatus in September 2013, following 3 major conferences pulling their trademark licenses from EA and uncertainties surrounding the results of lawsuits involving the use of player likeness in-game. In February 2021, Electronic Arts announced that the series would be returning for the next-gen platforms in 2024. And we got that game, and they got all the licenses, and NCAA college athletes are being paid, and everyone is now winning. So I'm really glad for everyone that loves college football that this did all come together finally. People have been waiting a very, very long time with this game, and people seem to be very happy with it. Thank you all for listening to the Xbox in 10 podcast, your weekly source of Xbox gaming news covered in around 10 minutes. If you like the show, please subscribe to your favorite podcast service, share it with your friends, leave a review, and follow on all social media at Xbox in 10. This past week, I have not had too much time to play video games, but I am very, 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 very eager to get back into Elden Ring. This game just continues to surprise me and enlighten me, and I just am absolutely loving it. My name is Brandon Rose. You can follow me on Xbox at Brosen93. Hope you all have a great week, stay safe, and keep on gaming.